Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 5 of the Sword Key Weekly Interview Series. Today, I'm joined by our Sword Athlete of the Week, Krewson. Tyler, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Cole. I'm looking forward to it.
Good. So, how does being one of 3 seniors on the team add pressure to you as a player?
Yeah, so this year we have a really young team, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. We also only have 2 juniors, so when the tough gets going, players kind of seem to look up to their seniors for guidance and just to lead them. So definitely had more pressure on me this year than in years past with the seniors that we've had recently. But yeah, it does add a little bit of pressure, but at the end of the day, this is what you play for, and you got to know that you've done it before, so you can do it again and have that kind of confidence.
What do you think is the most important non-athletic trait any lacrosse player can have? I mean, you mentioned guidance. I can only imagine that's certainly one of them.
Yeah, I would also just say like toughness mentally and physically. It's a tough sport. You're getting beat on kind of all game, and it kind of adds up after a while. So I think mental toughness, if you get the ball taken from you or you miss a shot, you gotta know that you got the next one and that it's gonna be all right. So I think mental and physical toughness is definitely a good one.
What part of your game do you think opposing teams try to take away from you the most? Speed, shooting speed, anything like that?
So this year it's definitely different considering I'm one of the better players on our team. I think they just try to take me away in general. Like, sometimes I'll get face guarded where they don't let me get the ball, but I think my dodging ability, because that not only allows me to create offense for myself, but also for others if they have to slide to me. So my dodging ability, but also just when you have attention on you, you don't really get like a straight up shot with no one on you that often. So I think if I ever do get that, definitely have to take advantage of it when I can.
Certainly. And what types of players do you think you work best with when you're on the field? Whether it be a defensive-minded player or someone with like really fast, or they're just really fast, someone good ball handling.
Yeah, so I play offense. I play midfield and attack for us, but like when I'm going to college, I'll most likely play attack. So I like to have players that are good working off the ball and moving around, constantly cutting and just trying to get open, because when I'm dodging, lots of times the defense will be watching me. So if they're cutting, I'm definitely going to look for them. I value an assist just as much as a goal. So I would just as much like to see my teammate get a goal than myself. So
yeah, it's good being a team player. Now, was playing in college always your goal? And if so, what steps do you think allowed you to achieve that goal?
Yeah, from a pretty young age, I wanted to play in college. It was pretty much always been a goal of mine. So it's wavered a little bit. I really had my heart set on going Division I at the beginning of my recruiting process, and I talked to a couple of D1 schools, but it just didn't really work out. And I also came to the realization that I can go to a pretty good Division III school and play very high competition and still have free time on my hands to enjoy college. So that played into a lot, and just the coaching staff at Gettysburg and the facilities and everything, it just seemed like where I wanted to be right when I stepped on campus. So
They're ranked Division III, correct?
yes, actually they beat Franklin and Marshall last night, and they're number 8 in the country. So I think our ranking is number 12 this week, but it'll get higher.
Very nice. I'm sure it will once you get there as well. So how are you able to balance academics with athletics so well? I know you play more than one sport throughout your high school career. So how are you able to balance on the field and off the field work?
I think just playing sports from a young age kind of got me into that habit. It's just a lot of time management. If you have time management, it really helps you, and it's not something that you just have or you don't, you can develop it. But just whenever you have some free time in school, trying to get your homework done. So it's less you have to do after practices or games or whatever, but you also have to think about, like, it's good to have a social life too, so try to add in time for that and just balance everything. I know it can be really hard sometimes, but not just for me, but for everyone, so time management is the biggest thing.
Well, that wraps up my final question. If you have anything else to add, please feel free.
No, thank you, Cole. I
Of course.
enjoyed it.
Good. So that was episode number 5 of our Sword Athlete of the Week featuring Tyler. Tyler, thanks for joining, and look out for episode number 6 featuring Jenny Lynn.